going on, YouTubers, gamers and fellow hobbyists? Hi and welcome to another episode of Dungeons and Dragons. And I just want to give you a quick update on where I am, and perhaps we could start to roll up a figure together. Roll up a figure? Roll up a character. Roll up a figure. Yeah, let's roll up a figure. Roll up a character together. So that, you know, we can see how simple it actually is. So, first of all, I want to show you some figures that I've got, that I have. You've all seen them before. Just run through some of these. The figures I'm going to be using for D&D, plus a couple of extra ones that I realised I had already. I haven't started to work on them yet. But anyway, let's take a look at those first. Okay, so what you see in front of you here is what you've already seen, I think, more or less. And that's these guys that I've been working on, and I've painted up some of them, and none of them are finished yet, obviously, but I'm in the process of doing that. So a lot of them are like these Empire guys from Warhammer Fantasy. They're going to make like great soldiers for the city where my first game is going to be based. This is one of my characters, Elven Druid. And yeah, things like that. So you've seen those. And the Gandalf figure, and the Aragorn figure, and a couple of orcs. Alright, so you've seen those. I'm still working on the pack pony that I stripped the other day. Put on this square base, so that's coming along rather nicely. More work being done on this. I don't know, it's a female dwarf or what is it? What she is, I don't know. Two clerics on the go. I want them in white cloth robes at the moment. I want them quite white. I've dirtied up the creases because I want them quite dead. I want it fairly worn looking, but fairly white as well. So that's those. The horse. The knight here, and he's obviously going to go on like so, and he's got a shield to go on there yet as well, and I'll get some sort of banner to go attached to his back. That's not a problem, so I think he's looking quite good. And then of course the evil priest I got yesterday, which I've just primed up. So that's those. Now I've also got pirate figures, and yeah, why not? Why not have pirates in my D&D game? It'd be a great chance to paint them up. Actually, I've not had a proper look at these yet. I haven't got the camera on high def, so sorry about that. But let's have a look anyway, shall we? Just have a quick nosy at what we've got here. Oops, sorry about that. A little bit of flash there. I got someone with a sword and like a pistol or something there. Yeah, that looks good. Well, he looks like a sort of Blackbeard the pirate type. You can also double as a villager, which is cool. And then there's this obvious pirate type with the bandana and everything else. So yeah, so they're going to be good. I'll pop those back in the bag for now. With their bases, all good. Right, so what else do I want to show you? Right, now this white thing, it's one of those things that you get to hold posters in. So that's a bit of wood like MDF, with some clear perspex on top and some clips that go around the edge to hold the perspex in place. And that's all it is. And all I've done is turn the poster around, so any dirt or discolouring you see is from the back of the the poster. Why have I done that? I wanted a clear whiteboard so that I can get something like this. Yeah, and I can just, like, I don't know, draw a corridor with a bit of a cavern, then it goes off, then it goes, directions go that way, that way, that way. Dungeon crawling, basically. Yeah? And, you know, I can put my little figures in there, you know, like that, or the party's this way, or we can go that way. So that just so I can describe what they see and give them an idea of any dungeons they might be calling around in, right? So clear perspex, a dry wipe marker. So when you're done with that section, just wipe it off, and you're good to go again. On with the next one. You know, it goes this way and ends in a square box room with a chest in the corner and a hatch there. What are you gonna do? You know, that kind of thing. Just to, I don't know, make dungeon crawling a little easier until I can get my hands on some, I don't know, like tiles or something that's a bit more mobile. Alright, so let's have a look at building a character now. Okay, now this player's handbook does quite a good job of going through the process of how to roll up a new character. Okay, but if you do it in the exact order that the book suggests, it could be a little confusing to the beginning player. Not too bad, but here's what I recommend you do first. Decide what type of character you want to roll up. In my case, I want to roll up a thief. Whether it's male or female at this stage, I really don't know. I've got no name in mind. So get yourself a piece of paper, your dice rolling tray, and take out the dice you don't need, just leave 4d6. Alright. Now there's a few ways you can roll up a character. Try not to get too bogged down in like the averages system that they use. This is the old-fashioned method and the way I prefer to do it. So you want to write your 6 attributes down roughly first of all. So we'll strength, dex, con, intelligence, wisdom, charisma. Okay, so you've got strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom and charisma. This is before you even look at a character sheet and fill it in, okay? So you want to get your stats right first. Now the method I prefer to roll up is to take 4d6, roll them, take the 3 best numbers, add them up for your basic, you know, your attribute, and then you work out your adjustments later. So we need to do it 6 times. So the first time, right, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I've got a 14 on my first roll. So I'll just write that down there, comma, okay. Roll again. 12, 13, 14, ooh, 17. So 14, 17. So just ignore the lowest number. Right, 5, 6, 7, 8. So not so good on that one. That's fine. So we've got 14, 17 and 8 so far. Right, 6, 7, 8 again. Right, so we've done that 4 times, 2 more times. So once more. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the last time, come on, make it a good one. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right, okay. Move my dice rolling tray out the way. So now I've got 14, 17, 8, 8, 9 and 11. Now I can distribute those as and where I please. So, I mean, I'm looking to do a thief character. Alright. So, strength, probably not going to be my most important attribute. And it does tell you in the player's handbook which ones it recommends. I'm going to put the 17 in the dexterity for a moment. Now these will change, because sometimes, depending on what race you are or whatever, they give you a plus on certain attributes. So, that's my 17. Then I'm going to go intelligence, 14. Yep. Constitution can be 11. Wisdom can be 9, and my strength and charisma can both be 8. There, now that's the basic attributes of my thief character. So before I start fleshing it out any further, work out what type of race I'm going to be. Okay, so here we are in the section. This is when I recommend you go to the section of the book which describes the races, unless you know specifically or desperately want to play a certain race. Okay, and so you look here, look at dwarves, and it'll tell you about them, it'll give you a bit of background, and then it'll tell you their traits. Okay, and that kind of thing. Whether and their average age, their alignments, the size, the speed, how far they can move, that is, and anything else that you need. Okay. Elves. No, I'm thinking more of a gnome. So I'm going to look to a gnome or halfling. Gnome or halfling. I don't know. Human, no. Dragonborn, no. Gnome, here we are. So this is a section that tells you about the gnomes. Go to gnome traits. Okay, ability score increase. Your intelligence score increases by 2. So go back to your thing here. Intelligence will now be 16 because it goes up by 2. Okay. Gnomes mature at the same rate humans do, and most are expected to settle down into an adult life by around age 40. They can live 350 to almost 500 years. Okay. Tells you a bit more about them. Gnomes are between 3 and 4 feet tall, so we'll say he's 3.5 feet tall. Well, I think I'm going to go for a he. Base walking speed, 25 feet. Speed to 25. Tells you you've got dark vision. I'll just make a note of that, you get the idea. Okay. Languages, speak and write Common and Gnomish. Okay. Just looking. Okay, so that's what you need to do for that. Okay, so that's your basic stats down. Right, now we're on the section which is on the class I want to be. I call it thief. It used to be called thief in the old days. It's called rogue now. You're a rogue. Okay. Okay, so it tells you here proficiency bonus +2 at level 1. So I'll just put prof +2. Your hit dice 1d8 per rogue level. I'll just put HD there for hit dice 1d8. So 8 plus your constitution modifier will be your starting hit points. And I think it just goes on to yes. Okay. Okay, so once that's done, go to the section on the backgrounds. So you've got to have a personality trait, an ideal, a bond, and a flaw. So start looking through which ones you like the look of. We've got acolyte, charlatan, criminal. That sounds quite good. Experienced criminal with a history of breaking the law. You have spent a lot of time among other criminals and still have contacts with the criminal. Yes. So the background for my gnome character is going to be criminal. So background. I'll transfer all this over to a proper character sheet once I've done. So criminal. Okay. So my ideal, the way I kind of live my life. So I'm going to roll a d6 for this, see if I like it. Number 4, greed. I'll do whatever it takes to become wealthy. Yes. Okay. So ideal. Greed. That's cool. He's just going to be an extra NPC to flesh out, or a character someone else can take on. I want him to be greedy. That's cool. My bond. Roll a d6 again. Number 5. I'm guilty of a terrible crime. I hope I can redeem myself for it. Okay. I'll just put guilty of crime. Guilty of a terrible crime. Trying to redeem self. Okay. And then personality trait. Personality. Sorry, I've got to spell it out like this. Trait. I've got terrible handwriting. Right, roll a d8 for that one. So let's grab a d8. Number 4. I would rather make a new friend than a new enemy. Rather make friend than enemy. Cool. And that's a good start for oh, I've got to get a floor. Yeah, floor. Forgot that. So d6 again. This is good to role play out. 5. I turn tail and run when things look bad. I'll just put turn tail when things look bad. That's quite a good attribute to have in a rogue, actually. Okay, so that gives me the basics for what I need to flesh out my character. Starting oh no, that's the wrong one. What's my starting equipment? Crowbar, set of dark common clothes, including a hood and a pouch containing 15 gold pieces. That's awesome. Because the first game is going to be about setting our getting our equipment and sorting ourselves out, that kind of thing. Ooh, criminal speciality. There are many kinds of criminals within a thieves guild, which the city has, or similar criminal organisation. Individual members have particular specialities. Even criminals who operate outside of such organisations have strong preferences for certain kinds of crimes over others. Choose a role you played in your criminal life, or roll on the table below. I'm just going to roll. Leave it all to chance. D8. Number 7. I was a pickpocket. Haha. Specialty. Pickpocket. And I got a crowbar. Set of dark common clothes. Tool proficiencies. One type of gaming set thieves tools. Gaming set thieves tools. That's the proficiency, so I'm proficient in that. Okay, skill proficiencies, deception and stealth. Skill proficiencies, deception and stealth. Excellent. Okay. Oh, and 15 gold pieces. There. That gives me enough then to go on to flesh out my character a bit more, so I can think more about a name. It's going to be male, partly because I've got a male gnome thief on the way from Reaper, and yeah, so that's that. So good. That's a quick way to then transfer or to roll up a character rather, and I'm going to transfer that to one of the character sheets, such as these, and then I'm just going to transfer the information over and do that. Okay. Okay, so thanks for joining me on this episode. Just a quickie, the very basics of rolling up a character. So what I recommend is to do it that way on a piece of rough paper first. Just roll out your stats. That's the way I like to do it. If you'd rather do the point system and the averages system, that's entirely up to you. But I like doing it by chance on the dice because it's more exciting for me personally that way. I might try it the other ways a couple of times just to see what sort of characters I can get out of that. But with this way, you've always got that chance of getting the top numbers. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for joining me, guys, and yeah, I can't wait to get going with this. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to be able to film a game of D&D. If you want to see that kind of thing, I recommend Spider666 to go over to the Spider's Web. He does excellent videos of actual footage of D&D games where he's got a couple of different cameras set up, and it's pretty awesome how he's doing it. I think he's still finding his way with it, but it's pretty awesome. I'll probably just give like a story time telling on how we went, what happened, basics. And I'll see you guys on the next video. But as always, leave your comments below. Any feedback, greatly received. See you on the next one, guys. Bye for now.